reports. Let me see what day it is. It's still Sunday, July 11th, not 10th. I was just getting ready to go out for my walk, and it reminded me of something that I wanted to talk about yesterday. Yesterday I was in the park, and I'm walking along. I got my headphones on. Then all of a sudden, this guy is standing up there, and he's asked me, "Are you exercising?" And I'm just thinking to myself, duh. But anyway, I said yes. And he's like, "Well, where are you walking? Are you walking all the way around the park?" And at first I was going to be like, "Well, I'm walking." And then I looked at him, and he felt strange. And I'm like, why the heck am I telling him where I walk? And so I just looked at him and kept going. So anyway, I go and walk around, and I did do a video on the park that I walk at, so you probably didn't watch it. But anyway, they have this little forest thing growing up there where the weeds are growing up real high. I guess they call it the wild area or whatever. But anyway, I walk around, and all of a sudden I just got this strange feeling, and something just made me look back. There's a fence up there, and there's an opening where you go into the wild part, and I had already passed it, but something just made me do a double back, and here this man is standing in the bushes, in the weeds, or whatever you want to call it. The grass is like really tall, and he just standing there staring at me and trying to hide or whatever, and looking really suspicious. So I kept going. I pulled my phone out of my bag, and I ended up just walking the other way. I cut from the way I was going and went and walked the other way. And I'm like, this guy is up to no good. You know, it just made me feel really uncomfortable. And the thing that's so strange is that I had just got through talking to my sister-in-law who lives in this, that neighborhood also, and she goes up there and walks. And she was telling me the day before, which was Friday, that she went walking and she went inside the tennis court, which has a gate around it, and that some really heavy-set man just came and stood right in the doorway of the tennis court, and she couldn't get out, so she kept walking, and she got on the phone. And so after a while, when he saw that she was on the phone, she got on the phone and called her husband, which is my brother, and the guy, I guess, thought to himself, man, she's probably calling 911, so let me go ahead and move. And I'm just like, I was telling her, I said, I know there's a lot of creeps out there and stuff like that, but we can't live in fear and stuff like that. And it's so weird. As she said, a lot of time when you keep thinking about that stuff, then it just start happening because you're always thinking about it. So, anyway, and this is so weird because the next day, here somebody is standing in the bushes, watching me. I have another guy that was coming up there every day too, 8 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't get a sense like he would try to harm me. It was more of a sense that he was, he liked me or whatever. So I just stopped going at a certain time because, and then it's just so strange because as I walked the thing, there was a girl missing or whatever, posted signs up there. So I mean, I'm like, somebody need to really check in them bushes because who knows what's in there. But on the positive end of that is that when I walked around, something just, there was guys over there playing basketball. It's a basketball court like on this side, but he was on, on this side where, where I was walking, because I walk all the way around. And so if he did anything, they wouldn't see it. So something just told me to just, I don't even know why, but something just told me to yell out to the brothers that was playing ball, saying, "Look, it's a pervert over there in the bushes. Would you all please listen out in case you hear me scream or something like that?" And I thought that was going to be the end of it. I kept on walking, but to my surprise, 2 of the guys left their ball game. Was like, "Okay, where's this guy at? Where's this guy?" And they went and walked around with me looking for him. And just walked around until they's like, that's why we're out here. And that was really surprising because if you just judge somebody by looking at them, you just think these are a bunch of gang-banging guys that's out playing ball. But for them to go with me like that and like, okay, we don't even know you, but we're gonna protect, we're gonna protect you. The guy said that, there's been girls missing and stuff. And so that really touched my heart. because that just shows me, even in the middle, which I'm really not in the ghetto. She's really not in the ghetto. My mother actually lives in a nice area, but the bottom line is, after a while, you always going to get some knucklehead person on the block that's going to move in or whatever. And then over time, most areas do begin to decline. I mean, you could say, I'm going to run away from it. I did that. I moved to Palatine trying to run away from the ghetto and all the problems or whatever. And it just, over a number of years, it ended up coming out there anyway. So, you can run. But, then there's, how you got Hollywood. I was looking at that. What's that show? Not the Kim Kardashian, but whatever that was, one after that, where they live in Hollywood and got money and still breaking in people's houses and stuff. So anyway, it's everywhere. And so I'm not going to focus on that. My story really is about those guys. They wanted to protect me. So that just goes to show there are some good brothers, even out there in the hood, that's willing to protect. So that, I probably never see you guys again, but I thank you. So, all right, that's the end of that. Just be careful. Maybe I'll pick up some mace or something. I don't know. But anyway, just be careful, people out walking or whatever, because there are people that will sit there and watch your pattern and try to do harm. Okay, that's it. Bye.